Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Coastal Bros. Let me bring on my two bros real fast. We got Joey Two Wallets and Big Boy. It's Wednesday, guys. How are we doing today?
Mhm.
Good.
Smooth. Feels good back
Yeah,
to be in blue.
yes, it is. It's also back to have you back tonight, my man, and good to see you back after a couple weeks off. But we're all back together and exciting NHL and NBA playoffs going around. MLB. We're going to be talking a little bit about some baseball going around. Is there a new rivalry? Um, LA is LA team is rolling right now, but we're going to top it off right now with the Florida Panthers get eliminated in 4 games to the Tampa Bay Lightning. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see the Tampa Bay Lightning overpowering this team tremendously. Did anybody else see this team getting beat this bad?
I saw Tampa Bay Lightning having the potential to do this, but did I think they would actually do it? No. I didn't think they was actually going to do it like this. It was terrible out there. They made them look like amateurs on the ice. The ferocity that they came with in the games was something to be just enamored by. It was beautiful. They kept that puck on their side of the ice. They was not letting up. That offense was their best defense, and it showed.
Yeah, I mean, and they were down a good player. And Braden Point was out for could be out without this whole series, I believe, and or I think he was going to miss the whole entire series. I didn't see him coming back, but they just pressured, and it was a different score every single night, and they just outperformed them, which also brings me to the streak continues. Whoever wins the President's Trophy is out like in the second round. If they're the best
Mhm.
team in hockey and you're done early. I actually got a list here of some teams. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams, right? That have only there's 8 teams, but there's 8 teams, but two teams are the same team, same organization that have ever won the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup combined. You guys want to guess? Anybody want to guess on who the 8 teams are, or seven
Mm,
teams? Actually, 7 teams because one team has done it twice.
Repeat the question.
the Blues?
There's only there's 8 teams, but one team has done it twice. Has won both the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup. Charge. We're talking hockey, not baseball, right now.
No, I got you. I'd like to say that I would cheat, but I was looking up something else.
I'm not sure.
Anybody want to take a crack at it?
I'm
I'm gonna say
Now, let me tell you,
Colorado.
it's one. Colorado's one. They
Okay.
won. But let me tell you
And
something. Hold on, real quick.
mhm.
Big boy, some of these teams. What year were you born again?
93.
93. All right. Okay. So 2 of these teams were before your time.
Oh, oh, that did not help my odds.
So
Wow.
Colorado's definitely one.
Colorado's definitely one. Ah, let's think.
I'm gonna have to say New York would be the other.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other guess? You got 2.
Who else could be that powerful? Yeah, just for my childhood's sake, let's throw in the Ducks.
Detroit.
3.
You know how hard it has to be for me to guess hockey trivia.
You got 3.
You're doing good.
Okay.
You got 3.
Uh, okay.
Oh, what's up with
Now, this is a complete guess and a stab in the dark.
Okay.
I'm almost sure it's wrong,
Okay.
but I'd have to say maybe Edmonton.
4.
Okay, okay.
Sugar snaps.
Whew.
You're on the roll, man.
No, I'm just trying to think of the most enriched hockey programs.
Are you Googling this?
No, I promise you, I'm looking up something completely different.
Okay.
I was looking up the playoff record for the Lightning, and they have 3 Stanley Cups, and they've won playoff series. Their playoff series record is 22-10, so they've won 22 series and lost 10, which I always like. That's what I think it's cool, just to see how successful these organizations are in the postseason. So.
That's what it comes down to.
All right, so you got the Oilers, the Avs, and the Red Wings. You want to guess anybody else? You think?
Oh
wait, I thought I said Detroit.
And you said Detroit. You said Detroit. You said the Rangers. You said the Avs, and you said the Oilers.
Right.
Pittsburgh? Nope. Not Pittsburgh. Boston, I was gonna say.
No Boston either.
And to shock everybody, obviously, I'm gonna probably have to put the LA Kings in there.
No.
Okay.
I'm running out of hockey teams off the top of my head.
Like I said, I was just trying to think about those hockey teams with rich history. Gretzky and the Kings had great history, especially in the 90s too. So I figured they probably would have gotten one.
No Gretzky. Would you like to take a guess? Or would you like me to tell you? Are we done?
I think I'm done. I got 4 out of 5. I'll be happy with that for now.
I guess 2.
All right. So starting from the years, we have hold on. The Oilers from 86 to 87. The Calgary Flames from 88 to 89. The New York Rangers, which I thought Big Boy you would get it, is from 93 to 94. So you were born right at 93. So that's the year. Yes, well, no wonder why you're a Rangers fan. 98, 99 was the Stars, Dallas Stars. The 2000 and 2001 was the Colorado Avalanche. The Detroit Red Wings did it in 2001, 2002, and 2007, 2008. And the last team to do it was the 2012, 2013 Chicago Blackhawks.
I forgot about Chicago. They did go ahead 1 year.
So this was basically excuse me, a hard thing to do. I mean, we're sitting in 2022, so you're 10 years, almost 10 technically almost. It'll be 10 years next year. The 2022-2023 season will be 10 years. The last time a team has ever won both, and it's got to say, it's due, I think, but I don't know. I'm hoping. I kind of like. That's why I told you. I said Colorado has a better chance not getting the best record in it, and they might be the best team in the NHL. I personally believe. However, I'm glad they didn't get the best record in the NHL. So, do you guys have the Lightning by any chance getting to the Stanley Cup and winning a three-peat? They have not. No one's three-peated in a long time.
That was one of the reasons why I was looking up their stats, because I think that they do have a fighting chance.
Because let me look up the last time a team has three-peated. But why we do that? 2 wallets. Why don't we bring in our guest? He's in the waiting room.
Yes.
Bring in our guest right now.
For everybody watching, welcome Mr. Luka Donuts. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a beer before the game. Welcome him in.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Huh? You don't want to have Luca on the show?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. I like angry people when they come on the show. Luca's not angry. You know who's angry right now? Andre Ayton. He's a man without a team. He's angry right now. I would love to have him on the show. Andre Ayton, if you're watching, I'd love to sit down with you. I want to know where you want to go because I know you don't want to be in Phoenix. The brother just be yelling at you too much. I get it.
So I got that stat. The last team to win it was from 1980 to 1983.
Jeez.
Okay, that's the last team to win 3 straight Stanley Cups. Did anybody want to take a guess on who it was?
Was it the Oilers? No, it wasn't the Oilers.
No.
Detroit Red Wings.
No. 1980 to 1983.
You got to stab Luca Donuts?
Luca don't like hockey, man. Luca
Don't
like
like hockey? Too cold?
Too cold.
Too cold? Too cold?
Luca, just wear a jacket.
So it's in New York's territory, but it's actually the Islanders. The Islanders are the last team to win. I think actually that's probably the last time the Islanders were actually any good. Or 1980 to 1983. So they're the last team to three-peat, and we'll see if the Tampa Bay Lightnings can do that. That'd be awesome if they can do that. So.
That is
Luca, you just made the Rocket Book list.
So, all right.
What is that? What is that?
The Rocket Book.
Can we get a promo from Big Boy real quick? Can we get a promo from Big Boy real quick?
All right, this is sponsored by Rocket Book. Not really.
Unofficially.
Okay. I like.
Just right
Fake
here.
sponsorship by Sports Daddy TV.
All right.
Rocketbook, your one-stop shop for all your note-taking needs. It is beautiful, baby. You write down what you want to write down for your note. Then when you're done, you scan it with this here QR code, and it uploads it to a safe bank in your phone. Accessible all day, every day. And when you're done, you just wipe it clean and go at it again, baby. I love
sold,
it.
man. Well, hey, whatever Big Boy is selling, I'm buying.
Yep. Hey, you can buy it right now on Amazon right now for like $24. So
all different types of styles. You want writing, if you want graphing, if you want calendars, it's in Rocketbook, baby.
it is awesome. In fact,
Big Boy has a note-taking calendar. I have myself the graph for my numbers, and Big Boy does it all with his.
I got a fusion. I got everything, all of it, all in one. But it's a great thing. It's great because I have like 3 other notebooks, like regular standard notebooks around here that I fill up every time, and it's like page after page after page. Now I actually like it. It's a great tool for anybody to use. So that if Rocket Book, if you're out there and you listen to this podcast and you want us to officially sponsor your podcast, you want to sponsor this show, just send us a message on Facebook.
Yeah. And send us a commercial. We'll put it out there for you.
At Sports Daddy TV. And maybe we can do some things. But Luca Donuts, we're gonna talk a little bit of hockey for a little bit, and then we're gonna get some baseball in. And then after that, we're gonna talk a little bit about how your Mavs are doing. So but for right now, I want to get to the rest of the NHL playoffs, because it is the Rangers tying up the series against my prediction of the team that will be repping the East, the Carolina Hurricanes. And they tied it up. Now, both teams have now won. It's home cooking. I'm going to call this the home cooking series. That's what this is. It's the home cooking series. In game 3, Igor stopped 43 shots. I'm not quite sure how many shots he stopped last night but Hurricanes are now 0-5 on the road. Big Boy, what is up with your New York Rangers?
First things first, we defend home. You want to get anywhere in the playoffs, you must defend home. And we should have stolen the first game. We had that in the bag. We let that one goal slip in the third period. Lost it in overtime, unfortunately. But we are playing like a team that I thought we could reach with the potential. We are finally getting offense clicking. Igor is finally playing like himself. Our wings are doing their thing. Even the back ones, the defensemen. Even they scoring. Fox get up in there, he gonna score a goal at some point. But I'm loving how the scoring is spread throughout everybody. We're not relying on a single person to do it. The whole team is getting in there, and that's what I like to see. I also want to see a little bit more defense being played. I don't want to see so many shots getting taken at my goalie. I want to keep that puck on the opposite side of the ice. We need to keep pressure on the other goalie. We do a lot of passes, maybe to a fault sometimes. We need to get more clear shots at the goal. But we are
Now,
playing everything.
now, Igor is his first name.
Yes.
Okay, how do you pronounce his last name? I'm looking at it right here. It's pretty
Like,
hard to pronounce.
it's like skirt skin.
Skurskin. Okay, he made 30. I'm looking at it right now. He made 30 saves last night in your 4-1 victory. You guys had 2 goals in the first period, 1 goal in the second, and then you open, I think, and probably an empty netter in the third. So you guys are playing awesome. I guess I didn't think you guys would. I think I had Carolina winning this in 6. Now this time this might actually go 7. I don't know. I don't. It could be the fact that the Carolina might win just for the fact that they got home field. Home field might play a big home ice might play a big thing on this one. Is anybody thinking that the Rangers could pull the upset and win besides Big Boy?
I'm pulling for New York just for the hell of it.
For the heck of it.
You got
Right.
no faith up there, man. I see you up there, Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like because
Give me them a tumble. No.
I have a reason. I'm not
Mhm.
hating. I'm just saying what they do well. I said whoever won the series was going to go to the finals out the East, and I got Colorado winning it all. But what you guys do well, they don't. So if you guys end up playing them, you guys have better passing. You guys don't make the dumb mistakes by passing by the net. And the power plays, if I'm not mistaken, are better with New York.
Yeah.
So, hey, right now, I'm over here because 4 goals in 4 minutes. Let's go. We're up 3-1. That's all I know.
All right. So speaking of which, we're actually going to get to that game. The Avs are taking on the Blues. Now, there's been some controversy in this series. A skater by the name of Kadari is getting actually threats from Blues fans because he took out their goalie, Jordan Brennington, in Game 3. It would look like a clean hit. He was shooting, going for the puck. However, the Avs also they lost the guy in their same game, Samuel Girard. He's out for the playoffs with a broken sternum. That is ruthless. But I think the Avs will actually I think the Avs are going to clinch it tonight. I think they play tonight. Yeah, they play tonight in about 10 minutes from now. I think they're going to win it. They're at home. It's over. Yeah.
Question. So you're telling me the Blues are going to be very blue after this evening?
They're going to be very blue. They're going to be
Oh,
singing the
that's my
blue. They're going to be
That's what I want to hear.
Blue Light District. They're going to sing it. They're going to be as
No
blue
pun
as that.
intended.
Yeah, they're going to be as blue as my Dodger blue hat, the blue curtains, and the blue light room over there in the back. So
Okay, so which name is worse, the Blues or the Commanders? Because
well, the St.
Commanders.
Louis
Commanders.
Blues. I mean, come on now.
Commanders.
Commanders.
These are the Blues. You can at least like go with the Blues Brothers with that or something.
okay, but that's the only thing you can associate with something cool that's blue.
Hey, you're here. That's all that matters.
I
Rashawn,
mean,
you're
blue
here.
is also the most rarest color in nature, I believe.
I mean, men have blue issues. I don't want to go to the second half. You know what I'm saying?
Luca, no.
A lot of people feel blue.
Luca.
Luca is real blue right now. He's probably having a beer.
So the last hockey game, real quick, before we get into some baseball, is the Battle of Alberta, and the series is actually 3-1 Edmonton. Edmonton looks great, and there's only one reason right now. His name is Connor McDavid. 2 words. Can you stop him? I don't think you can. How do you stop Connor McDavid? 2 words. You can't. You can't. The dude has 23 points in 10 games. That was before last night's game. And he has 6 goals, 17 assists. So it's not like he's a great goal scorer. He's getting his team involved. Last night, I believe he had no goals, but he had 2 assists in these goals. And they won last night 5-3. So this is a great game. Edmonton, I think they're on their way. They beat my Kings. They beat Luka Donuts Kings as well. But we'll see what happens.
Hockey needs to bring back the enforcers, man. That's how you stop the Connor McDavids of the world. All right,
Yes.
you hit them in the balls, as they say.
Just hope they're not blue.
That's how you stop them.
Well, I mean, it's a good question. Do you finally get those enforcers to say, hey, I mean, I think we finally had a hockey fight last night. I finally saw a playoff hockey fight last night. I was like, wow, shocking. I didn't think I was going to get a playoff hockey fight, but we got one. But I like the scoring. Hey, Edmonton wins. I didn't think they were going to get this far. They might shock some people. I don't know how far. I don't know if they can beat the Colorado, but they might have one of those where they're playing right at the right time. They're playing great at the right time. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for our hockey segment. Let's get into some baseball. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the Yankees versus the White Sox. Over the weekend, we had a little bit of skirmish between Josh Donaldson and Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson, I guess, doesn't like to be called Jackie. And I don't mind. You can call me Jackie. I mean, Jackie did tremendous things.
You ain't calling me Jackie. That's not the name my mama gave me.
That's all about
context. All right. I think it has some like racial undertones. I mean, Josh Donaldson. I mean, why would you say that? Why would you say that to Tim Anderson?
Because he wanted to get Will Smith slapped.
I mean,
well, to be fair, if
I was Tim Anderson, I would have called him Ty Cobb.
Right.
We call it even.
Yeah, you could do that. But, I mean, Tim Anderson just hit a homer when that happened. Okay, so I mean, it's funny. These guys aren't going to play each other unless they meet in the playoffs. Now they have it's 7 games they play in for the season this year. Yankees won the series 4 games to 3. All right, Josh Donaldson got suspended for a game, but he's appealing it. Don't know quite yet sure if he is going to just take the 1 game. I mean, if I were you, I'd just take the 1 game. You basically say that, my question to you guys is, did MLB get it right and by suspending him at least 1 game?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to address it. You can't ignore it. So, I mean, at the very least, a 1-game suspension, it's something. It's better than nothing.
All right, I'm not going to sit here and agree with you guys. Right. Too much cancel culture. Somebody wants to get emotional and call somebody Jackie, let somebody slap him, let him handle it real quick, and then get it out the way. I think sometimes we forget how to allow men to be men. Look, I'm looking here. You said Josh Donaldson, right? The dude was 0 for 4, and he's hitting if I'm going by this average right, matter of fact, let me double check just make sure I'm getting it right.
Real quick, while he's looking at that,
he's hitting 238 on the season.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, he's overrated.
Is that correct? I mean, I'm surprised he didn't call him Jackie. He could have called him. What was our last president? I'm trying to forget that point. He could have called him Obama. He could have called him anything he wanted to.
I mean,
if the dude's frustrated, It's baseball. I don't think the guy is a racist, so we can get past that point. Let these dudes fight sometimes. Baseball, hockey, let these dudes fight. Football, they fight in practice, but we just don't get to see it. They just don't fight. So that's why football will always be king. You don't get to see them fight.
But that's the thing. I feel like they don't want them to fight no more.
But that's the problem.
These people millions of dollars. Imagine they break a hand because they punch somebody.
Okay, but look at the TV the ratings that they're going to get from that punch. Sometimes that one punch in this day and age did hear around the world.
This is true. But I do feel like I'm happy with the punishment. I'm happy there was a punishment even given, because if they didn't send anything, they would open up a whole pipeline for future stuff that would have been disgusting.
Right. Basically saying that organization don't care about the players and what they're dealing with as an employee.
And
I get that.
As for what's his name? That scrub calling the other guy Jackie, I've been like, you know what? At least I can hit these balls. What you doing?
Right.
I'll put it right back on them. At least you know I'm somebody great. Nobody even know your name.
Wait, Josh Donaldson's not a scrub though, right?
He is now.
Well, he is, okay, so Josh Donaldson had a good year in I believe in Minnesota, Tampa Bay. He
was in Oakland, right?
His best days are behind him.
Toronto, I think in Oakland, yes. But his best days are behind him. He's not gonna make or break that team. That team has different. They're actually.
If I'm the Yankees, I cut them.
They could possibly do that.
There's no room for that. There's no room for that. I cut them. Yeah, just like that.
Somebody gotta go. They gotta go.
Because of right now, we're looking at the Yankees are, as I'm mistaken, they are 30-13 right now, 4.5 games up on the Tampa Bay Rays for the East. So, hoping. Obviously, he's not going to make or break that team.
No, I got you, and he's hitting. He's hitting fifth in the lineup. That says he's not a scrub, but
look who's batting between him.
Aaron Judge,
Aaron Judge, and then Giancarlo Stanton. So he's getting pitches because they don't want to face either those two batters. He's protected between the two pit. You actually protect him because you're protecting a weaker average player. They do a lot of that in baseball. They will stick somebody in between two guys. You see that a lot.
And Judge is a DH, right?
Or right field, either one.
Because if he's hitting 31, that's not bad. And he was 4 for 5 on Sunday during this game, but they still lost 3-1. This goes to the rivalry that you guys are now saying that is now developing between the White Sox and Yankees.
Ain't no rivalry. I'm pretty sure we got at least 100 games on them all time.
It's not a real rivalry. It's just something. It would be nice to see it. I was kind of hoping this team would have 3 more games somewhere this year, just to see where it goes. But they're not. So we'll see. Could they meet in the playoffs? They can. If I look at the standings, I'm looking at the standings right now. Man. The White Sox are 500, so they're 21-21 behind Minnesota. They might. Yep. I don't know. With the expanded postseason, they might make it. But the next team we're going to talk about here is I put the Dodgers are rolling now. They won. They lost just a few minutes ago, but they've won 9 out of the last 11, including a couple sweeps. They had a chance to sweep the Nationals this afternoon. It came up a little bit short. I honestly thought Will Smith was going to double off the wall to bring in those 2 runners, but
too little, too late.
Too little, too late. They're down 2 starters. Clayton Kershaw is out. He could be in a couple weeks. They said he might be throwing a bullpen session. Andrew Heaney just threw about 30 to 35 pitches for 2 innings on a Monday, so he might be coming back soon. But then you also forget that they're down. I want to say I put down 2 key relievers, but it's really 3, or it could be 3 starters because it depends on where you want to put Dustin May.
And are we even counting Bauer at this point? He's got his own problems, right?
Well, I'm not counting. Yeah, as far as Bauer goes, I'm not counting him. I put down Blake Triton with the shoulder. He's now on a 60-day DL. Victor Gonzalez is elbow. He's on a 60-day. Oh, sorry, IL. No more DL. I gotta say IL now. And Dustin May is coming out of Tommy John surgery. He just threw 25 to 30 pitches last month.
Yeah.
Now he could be pitching batting practice. Let's see. We are in the end of May, so maybe June, possibly July. So
hey,
he
Danny.
yeah.
Is it just me, or every time Julio Urias pitches, he gets absolute no run support?
He doesn't. He gets absolutely no run support in. And he also gets, I mean, where he has to make him. If he makes a mistake, it's costly because look,
like today.
Yeah. He I mean, it wasn't a homer, so it's not like he lost by a long ball, but we out hit this team.
Yeah,
at first.
I mean, he pitched well enough to win.
The team ended up with 60 hits each. But he had a no for a while.
Yeah.
My question to you is, what do we do with Max Muncy? Because he's not hitting. I think he's batting under 200.
He's batting 150. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you one thing: if you're gonna play him, you DH him, but you don't put him out there on the field because he's a liability, man. I mean, and he's not even batting right now. So I mean, you've got better guys that you can DH, like Rios. I mean, there's other guys that you could put in that spot. To be honest with you, man, I think maybe they just gotta like send him down to the minors for a little bit, or just sit him down for a little bit.
I think you're correct. I think what they need to do is they need to just sit him down for a while, give him a couple of days off because I think he's pressing, and they're hoping that he gets out of this.
I'd have to agree with the pressing. Just looking at the statistics alone, his 3 at-bats today. It looks like he struck out his last 2 at-bats, and it looks like he was rushing that the first time at bat. I just forget. In a second, he fouled. He flied out to left, and then he struck out looking in the 4th, and then just swinging away in the 7th to try and chase his 0-2 status. So you guys might be right. Yeah, and right now he is hitting 150, 154.
It dropped. It went down to 150.
Way under the Mendoza line.
So the Mendoza line is 200, right? You need at least, if you try to do at least 200. But he's struggling. Justin Turner is actually pretty struggling. He's right above the Mendoza line at 203.
But you hate to send veterans like that down. Well, because at the very least they do provide, some sort of leadership for the young guys. Even if they're struggling. I mean, look, baseball's tough. I mean, it's the only sport that if you fail, 6-7 times out of 10, you're still doing pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if you 7 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 get you in the Hall of Fame in baseball. Okay. Yep. All right. But so my thing is, do you think that you should, I mean, they tried to give Cody Bellinger a day off, but unfortunately with the score, they needed to bring him in. But he didn't. He was 0 for 2, but left 3 men on base.
Yeah, he's had his struggles, but at the very least, he's solid with the glove in center field.
Well, we saw what happened in Philadelphia with Muncy misplacing that ground ball. So do you put Lux back at second? You bench Muncy maybe even for a couple days and throw in Rios or possibly I saw Alberto in the outfield today.
That was not a smart move to put Alberto out there, man.
Okay,
I mean, Mookie needed to rest today, but that's not the ideal guy you want out there.
Yeah.
Luka Donuts, you did say sending veterans, so you're talking about sending possibly Josh Turner down, right?
Justin Turner. No, I wouldn't send him down. I would definitely send Muncy down because I think that with him right now, I think it's just psychological. He probably just needs to kind of. I think he's trying too hard.
Okay, because you and Big Chief, I think we're raving about Freddie Freeman, right?
Yeah, Freddie's been great. Batty's almost 300 right now.
Freddie's been solid.
Justin Turner has more RBIs, and they both have the same amount of home runs.
Yeah, but look at
the difference is one is hitting better.
Joey been everything is advertised, man. I have absolutely no complaints about what he's brought to the table, man. He is solid.
He didn't hit today.
That's
He's
fine.
hitting
That's
30.
baseball. That's
No.
baseball.
I get that. That's baseball. He's hitting 30. He has one less home run than Justin Turner, and he has less RBIs than Justin Turner as well.
Yeah, but if you want to look at a stat, look at WAR, because I believe WAR wins above replacement.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be Justin Turner's gonna have a Freddie Freeman, however, will have a better WAR, I believe, than Justin Turner. I don't know what's the averages right now, but I would definitely. I don't know if you can send Muncy down, because of the contract situation. I don't know if you can go. I don't know if it's like, okay, go down to AAA for a little bit, go down to Albuquerque.
I mean, it could be like maybe you can put him on the D. I think he's pressing, man. I think he might be injured, to be honest with you.
So you think you might
doesn't look right with him?
You think it could be one of those IL things where a 10-day? Because now remember, in the new rules, you can't do that like they used to. You can't manipulate the roster like you used to.
Yeah,
because
we talked about that in our baseball preview.
Yes.
Yeah, there goes a no hitter. Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's already a factor. So
yeah.
Wait, you guys did an episode of There Goes No Hitter? You didn't tell me?
Yeah, we did it probably before the season started. We haven't came back with one. Okay.
I heard that one. I'm about to say, hold on, y'all had another one?
No, our schedule
Promotion
is
people.
Our schedule has not come back yet, but I think we're gonna do another one soon. Probably bring in Big Boy too to talk a little bit about his Yankees a little more.
At least by the All-Star break. You know?
Yes. Hopefully, at least I want to say maybe one or two more episodes before the All-Star break, and then really after the All-Star break, really throwing some in there. But yeah, I like the way the Dodgers are rolling. I mean, we're barely at the end of May, so they're okay. I mean,
we'll be fine.
9 out of 11 chances for a couple sweeps. Hey, win the series, right? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, especially on the road.
Yeah, win the series. So, but anyway, all right. So now we're gonna get to the NBA. Whoa. And before we talk of that's gonna take probably about 30 minutes, let's talk about Luka Donuts and his Mavs versus the Warriors. Now,
gentlemen sweep.
Gentleman sweep. That's
just what it's going to be.
But isn't a gentleman sweep where you lose one and then win the next four?
Technically, is you lose. You don't get swept. You just you win one. Yeah.
Because I thought it was where you lose. If you lose the first one, but then you win four, like the Lakers, where they had that one interruption and then they won four.
No, as long as you beat them in 5, it's a gentleman sweep.
Yeah. But
no matter how
Joey's the one that's got some explaining to do. Can we talk about the Miami Heat?
We're gonna get there a little bit. We're gonna talk about the Mavs and the.
Hold the phone.
Joey's got a lot of excuses ready.
All right, hold on. We're gonna get.
I got excuses. Where? I gotta find it right
here. In my pocket. We're gonna right here. Like I said, right now. Yes, rest in peace to the kids in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Warriors gave a game because you could say they gave away Game 5 for the Mavs to win because of what happened.
By the way, did you guys see Steve Kerr's speech, man? I thought it was on point.
Yes, Steve Kerr's speech was the right thing to say at the right time because it was.
And let's also not forget the one teacher who lost her life along with the 14 children.
Yes.
Sometimes for those of us who have little ones, sometimes we get annoyed with teachers. Some teachers we find great, but then we realize most of the time that's a really hard job and they're underpaid.
Yes. My brother's a teacher. My aunt was a teacher. It's a great thing, and for the fact that it's knowing that this is Sports Daddy TV. I don't care. You can have nieces, you can have nephews.
Yeah,
I know Big Boy got a couple nieces, nephews, right? Romero, are you an uncle?
Same here.
So yeah, even though some of us, haven't had kids yet, we still have that adult father figure of to little kids, no matter what. It's really it's scary because it's like,
Yeah, I mean, our priorities are out of whack, man. Many times, and I do hear this argument a lot. I mean, we talk about sports, and I always hear people say how, athletes are overpaid and teachers are underpaid, and you know what? They're both right. I mean, that is true. I think definitely teachers are underpaid, man, for what they do, and yeah, but my goodness.
But all right, so with that being said, though, let's get into the actual game itself.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony, for bringing that up.
Yes. Go ahead. Let's get into the game itself real quick. I want to get to this. Air Canada is Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, he's giving Luka nightmares. Giving Luka nightmares. I see him in my dreams.
Oh, there it goes again.
Yeah,
poster. He put me on poster.
Something was flying.
On poster many times.
What?
And he scratched my face. He scratched my face.
Oh!
Look at that. Look at that.
How to start with that one?
All right, so let's get into it though a little bit. What are we thinking? So you're thinking that tomorrow night the Warriors are at home and they end it. They put it to the bed.
Almost definitely. I mean, look at it. Warriors have always had a thing about ending things series at home. That's what they love to do it at home. Their fans can see it. They can celebrate right on after. And like as stated, they get paid more if you win at home. So why not let it happen? They clearly got the firepower. They are super healthy this year. Ain't nothing slowing them down right now.
Because I'm looking at the stats from last night's game, and the Warriors were 49% field goal shooting to 50%. So it's pretty even. But what really went on? Are you surprised that this game actually went on though? Do you think NBA should have postponed this game till today?
With the roof situation, or you mean the shooting?
With the shooting, with everything, would you have just personally? I think I would have postponed this game until like a couple days and push it back a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I think considering the fact that it took place in Texas,
a few miles away from that arena.
I'm pretty sure they considered it and then decided to go through with it, but. Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, it's a tough call.
I postpone it. I'd have postponed it.
Yeah, I think I would have postponed it because you can see just in general with the stats and as far as the percentages, this game, as much as don't get the score like it was this game was okay, but some of these stats here, if I'm looking, I seen these teams play shoot a little bit better than what they shot in this game, but yeah, I think Luka needs help, and I think they need to address that in the offseason because, I mean, I haven't seen Dinwiddie in this series. I thought he was going to be a great factor in this series, leading up to this game. And Brunson.
I mean, he's
Romero and I are going to have an episode about that here in the next week. About new places, new faces, and all of our teams and what we think should happen in the league here soon. So
Anthony says the Dallas was up 29 points, and then Warriors bench got it down to 9. Bench 9, who's benched that good anybody, So yeah, but
yeah,
it's gonna be it'll be over. I think it's gonna be. I believe I was hoping for a Dallas, but hey, Golden State, At least Joy will have one team in the final.
Steph will be shooting from the parking lot. Yeah, but I will say this though: if Luka and the Mavs manage to somehow win the next one,
so if the Mavs win tomorrow night, does this go 7?
No.
Potentially. Because Luka might say, "Hey, get on my back."
I have a prediction right now.
All right.
Not only will Golden State win in this game, I'm calling over 230 points, and Draymond has a triple-double tonight. Or tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
You said over 230 points?
Combined, over 230, and Draymond triple-double.
But we don't advocate gambling, do we?
So what's your no? So what's your final score tomorrow night?
I don't know. I just know it's going to be really high scoring. They're both going to go at it.
Because right now okay.
I don't think Mavs is going to get 100.
Ooh. So you're going under that 230.
Luka might get 70 by himself.
They might still get 230, but Golden State might just have that much firepower. They just drop a whole bunch of firepower on them. Threes just
so you got to win it by more than 10 points then.
Yeah.
He got him scoring over 120 points in regulation.
I think I'll say it's going to be 115 to 98. I don't think the Mavs break 100.
Write it down.
Oh, wait, let me get that score again.
115 to 98. I don't think the Mavs break 100.
So they're losing by 17, huh?
Yeah. Because that's what it's been with these games.
Big boy, what's your score?
Dallas wins tonight. Oh, wow.
That's bold. That's bold.
This is bold by Anthony right here.
I like this guy.
They'll win a ring.
I like this guy. Luka like this guy.
The stadium flooded and the whole team won a Super Bowl. Yes, I get all that. There's a lot of things sometimes go around.
So for Anthony, this is the blackout situation.
Yes.
The blackout, and all of a sudden the other team just goes nuts.
Momentum changes. Momentum.
But I got 118 to 92.
118, 92.
And what about you, Luka? What are you guys going to win or lose by?
You guys are really disrespecting Luka right now.
I'm not.
Nobody is giving us at least 100 points.
Luka can score 60 points by himself. The team still needs to find a way to get 40.
Listen. This is how we get 100. Luka scored 60. Dinwiddie gives you 20. And Brunson gives you another 20. There you go.
Dinwiddie only got 10 points last game.
Oh. Yeah, he had a Jimmy Butler-like performance.
Yes, he did.
Shots fired.
I think he's rubbing salt in old wounds because
Shots fired.
Hold on. I'm looking for the Lakers in this situation. I can't seem to find them. Where are the Lakers? I can't find them. Honey, do you have the Lakers in your desk?
All right.
So, do you have the Lakers in your desk?
All right. Before this show.
She said, what do you mean?
This show is going to, before this show goes off the rails, let's go into it now. Let's get into it. Miami Heat, Boston Celtics. I got a question. What team will win back-to-back games?
Neither.
Somebody has.
Go ahead, big boy. Go ahead.
Celtics. I'm sorry, but I feel like the Celtics are playing with a way higher ceiling than the Heat are right now.
Yeah, I
bet you got on Timberlands right now.
Huh?
I actually have some
18 points from your whole starting five, Joey. 18 points? Can
I give you some averages right now?
Yeah, go for
Would
it.
you guys like some averages right now? I wrote them down earlier.
Before you do, I'm gonna say real quick: when Boston plays out their best is destroying the Heat. When the Heat's playing at their best, they barely sliding past the Celtics.
So there's one of my keys right there. So right now the Celtics are averaging 110 points a game. They average 45 rebounds a game, 23 assists, 5 steals, 8 blocks. They're averaging 15 turnovers so far in this whole entire series. 46% field goal range, 36% on three-pointers, 81%, so they make their foul shots. The Heat right now are averaging 103 points a game. They're getting out rebounded. They only have 38 rebounds. The assists are almost equal. They're average about 21. They actually have 9 steals. Surprisingly, they're actually a great good swatting the ball team. I didn't think they would get that many steals, especially when Kyle Lowry got back. The blocks, they only got 5. They are protecting the ball. Like I said, they only have 12 turnovers. They're shooting 43% field goal range, 34% three-pointers, and a 79% free throws. I wrote it right down here. If the Celtics are on their game, it's a rout. It's not competitive at all. When the Heat play D, they are only winning anywhere between 9 and 11 points. So it's actually an exciting more game. The leading scorers for Miami is Jimmy Butler. Adebayo, Bam has 7 boards. Lowry, who just started with a game, is leading the team with assists with 4. And Adebayo, I thought he was a good defender because he only got 1 block in this series.
Danny,
last episode, Joey
was
trying to convince that Jimmy Butler
time out.
Superstar.
Time out. This is not for you and this is not for me, Romero. This is for Big Boy.
What we got?
Please read.
Do I see a bet for Casey's Big Boy Heat will win?
Okay, hold up. Have a different setup.
He's looking for that green light.
There it is.
I guess we do advocate gambling.
As the green light special.
Green light special's back.
Deal.
Green light is. Green light.
All right, Anthony. We're gonna need your Venmo account number just in case.
And then also and then if you look
cold Heat.
Ice cold Heat. And then the Celtics, Brown is 25 points. Horford has 10 rebounds. So I could have sworn that last week's 2 guys on this show said last week that was the key to the Celtics. And another guy, Smart, has 10 assists. I could have sworn he was another key. And Horford, blocks. Yeah, he has 3 blocks, averaging about 3 blocks. So I could have sworn that the 2 guys that missed game 1 have changed this series around. And if it wasn't for Smart fouling out, they probably would be up 3-1 right now.
Oh, and I grew up hearing this saying from my grandma: if ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk. Oh, okay. We going on ifs now. Okay, so let me just ask this question. So when Coach Spo said that this is going to be an old school series, you guys don't see that?
Old school how? Elaborate.
Physical. The scores are irrelevant. It's going to come down to the last game.
How can you say
I know you guys don't see it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But Nutradamus was my cousin. So he told me how these things going to go down.
Joey, first of all, you're not the Pat Riley-led Knicks. You're not the Chuck Daly-led Detroit Pistons.
When did the Knicks win a title?
I'm sorry,
when was the last time that happened?
But these games have been ugly. Neither of these teams can beat the Warriors. Bring on the sacrificial lambs, because that's what they're going to be.
Hold on. Okay, time out. So you're telling me no matter what happens, I'm going to be happy. I was telling you.
Well, if the Warriors win a championship makes you happy, that's probably what it's going to be.
If you had to come down to it, though, you rather have a Warriors championship than a Miami Heat championship?
Personally, I would rather have the Miami Heat because more people hate the Heat. But then again, Golden State's done it in a way that's completely different, apparently, than everybody else. Mm-hmm. So
I think Joey's realizing this Miami Heat team is not a championship team. Despite the fact that they were a number 1 seed, they are not a championship team. I'm sorry. Championship teams don't play the way the Miami Heat played last game. I mean, I tuned into the game halfway through the first quarter. They literally had 1 point. 1 point. I kid you not. I mean, and you get 18 total points from your starting 5, and you're telling me that's a championship team?
What do you want me to do?
Is Tyler Hero going to save the day? Is he going to be a
Tyler Hero was hurt. He didn't even play. So let me ask you this question. What do you want me to do? You want me to sit here and boo-hoo? Oh my God, my Heat lost and go crazy?
I want you to be honest with yourself.
I am honest with myself. Miami played bad the last game. What else do you want me to say?
That's an understatement.
It's not an understatement. What do you want me to say? They played like the worst team in the NBA? The worst team in the NBA is not in the playoffs.
From your starting five?
So, Tyler Hero.
Okay, what did your starting five do? Oh, my bad. They didn't even make the postseason.
1, 2, 3, okay. Cancun.
Okay, but you can't compare our
margaritas
team.
Right now. My thighs.
I can't. Don't compare the Knicks, the Clippers, and the Lakers to your team. Your team's in the dance. Okay, your team's in the dance.
Right. So I only rub it in because of the Lakers fan. But let me put it this way: I've already said my Miami Heat played bad. But if you think they're going to play bad like that 2 games in a row, then the joke's on you.
No, but no Tyler Hero.
They had They had one bad game against Atlanta. They lost. They had one bad game against the 76ers. They lost that one too. They had one real bad game against the Celtics. And the next game, they're going to bounce back. So look, if it was game 5 and we're having this conversation, I completely understand your argument. How you don't show up in a game 5, I don't know. But in a game 4, all they did was tie up the home court series. Okay, I mean, it's not even hit or miss. Yes, they had a bad game, but that wasn't everything. If they play like that in game 5, your argument is you can stamp it, mail it, send it, certify it, do whatever you want with it. Right. I agree with you.
Okay, big boy, what you got on this game?
I was going to say, yes, they did have a bad game. But even if they have a great game, the Celtics has proven their great game is better than the Heat's great game. The problem with the Celtics is that they are just up and down. They don't have the consistency. The Heat do got that. They just happen to have a little kink in the railroad track. They are a steady engine. The problem is, what you going to do when the Celtics really show up? I'm sorry, but you got this boy Struss. He didn't show up last game. He got the same stats I got. He got 15 minutes on the court. Bam! He's still not even leading in rebounding that game. Why is he not leading in rebounds? Jimmy Buckets got more than him. And I don't know what to say, man, but Kyle Lowry did some things, but not everything. Buckets didn't get no buckets. Oh, Depot was your savior.
Big Boy's right, man. Big Boy's dead on.
For the record, Jimmy Butler is actually my favorite player in the whole league. I would love to see him win the championship. But with the team, the way they're playing right now, I don't see him making it right now.
Ain't going to happen.
I need production to come forth from everybody. If they
in order for us to beat Boston, I completely agree. And I'm going to say to you, just like I told them over the last 2 series, Big Chief said, oh, yeah, they're not going to beat Atlanta. Beat Atlanta. We got Luka Donuts down here. They are not beating James Harden and the 76ers. It's not happening. Then they beat him. I just want to ask one question. And I really want, because we started off the topics with what ifs. So what if Miami wins? What would y'all say then?
I'll say they got it together.
I'll say they needed to win. They won at home. They needed to win at home. They got the home court that they needed. Now I'm gonna ask you guys this, like I asked you guys a few weeks ago. Okay. What is more important, this game 5 or them potentially going to game 7? Do you want?
Oh, this is the pivotal game.
But this is the pivotal game.
This is the pivotal.
But game 7,
But that's only
if Miami has another bad game like that.
Miami's not gonna have another bad game like that.
But what if?
Romero didn't even answer my what if question. You got me answering what if question.
What's your question, Joey? What's your question?
What if Miami wins this in 7, like I said? What if Miami wins?
You're not going to beat the Warriors, so it won't matter.
Okay, then that's another problem for when we get there. But now, what's your what if question, Big Chief?
What if Miami
Boston wins game 5 in Miami?
Yep. Can you?
I do not know if Miami can beat that team 2 times in a row. I don't know.
What if Miami has another bad game?
I don't see it. They're too well coached.
What if
Like that's a what if. I don't know. Like I have no idea. Because okay, what if they play crap in Game 5? Then I could see a really pissed off Jimmy Butler in Game 6, and then go to Game 7, and then we don't know. Like that's where I'm stuck at because
right here,
I just don't see them playing too bad games.
Anthony's saying Smart is the key player on this team. He's the underdog. He also the new Paul Pierce, because I don't know what happened with that game. I believe it was game 3. That was the game of games to get everybody to get your team hyped, because Smart goes out, he comes back, the crowd goes wild. Tatum goes out, he comes back, the crowd goes wild, and they almost pulled it off. They were down big, and they almost came back and they almost pulled it off. I think that was probably one of the greatest games as far as I've seen in this whole entire conference finals. These conference finals, I'm going to tell you right now, are horrible. They are horrible.
Hey, Joey. So do you still think that the comparison I made, Marcus Smart being the glove 2.0, you think that's still ridiculous?
Yes. You're comparing a Hall of Famer, Gary Payton, to a guy who he won Defensive Player of the Year by luck. And 2, it's Marcus Smart. He's not Gary Payton. He doesn't have the complete pedigree that Gary Payton had.
But he has great hand circumference, or whatever you call it.
Oh my god.
And radius.
Hand radius.
The
hand radius.
And the hips don't lie.
The hips thing's not me. The hips, that's him.
Gotta get the fancy feet too.
The fancy feet
don't lie.
The hips don't lie. The hand radius and the fancy feet, and you got yourselves one heck of a play. We need something from you, Luca. What is your thing? Because I'm the hips, the feet don't lie is big boy, and the hand radius is 2 wallets. What is your thing for the? What
I used to coach corners, so that's why that comes into play.
I understand, but if we're putting a player together,
backpedaling, Joey.
If I put I'm putting a player together. He has quick feet like big boy. He has good hips for myself. He has a good hand radius. You finish it off, Romero. What do you think?
Yeah, you can't steal mine.
Oh, I got one he can use.
Go for it, big boy.
Gotta have vision.
Vision. The vision.
You gotta put it
You
on.
gotta be able to see. All right.
You gotta get the vision.
Beer goggles on the way. Seriously.
MVP is the Boston trainers and doctors. Yes, it is. You are the real MVP. What is in the Boston water? What is that tea party? What's in that?
Really, you really want to know? It's the same thing that deflate balls down in New England. That's what they got.
They call it the R. Kelly Gatorade.
All right. So final thoughts tonight.
R. Kelly flavored.
Final thoughts, and I got a few things I saw over the weekend. There are going to be 2 new teams for Hard Knocks. The preseason is going to be the Detroit Lions. The regular season is going to be 2 Walt's Arizona Cardinals. I know I like the preseason one. How do we feel about the regular season one? Hard Knocks. Did you guys by chance get a chance to watch the one with Indy this year?
Yeah.
No.
I liked it, man.
I really liked it. How do you feel about the whole? You think it's a distraction during the season? Because it's the full season now. It's not just
it exposed Carson Wentz. That's for sure.
You know,
that guy is not very likable, which is why he's with a new team again.
Yeah, that is true. And another thing I saw is a quarterback is getting tried out for the Las Vegas Raiders. Mr. Colin Kaepernick will be trying out for the Las Vegas Raiders. Does he make a team? Does he make
no damn time he gets a chance?
Dude hasn't played football in 5 years and he wasn't that good when he left.
But it's the Raiders.
They have Derek
Carr. You said he wasn't that good to begin with?
Backup?
No, I said he wasn't that good when he left. When he to begin with, I thought he was pretty good.
He took the Niners to a Super Bowl. Now let's not.
But that wasn't the last season he played.
So Cap, like I said, Cap gets the workout. Got the workout today for the Raiders.
Good for him. No, I'm happy for him, but I'm happy for a guy who hasn't got to play football five years.
Something like that.
They must be looking for a backup really hard. That's all.
I mean, come on. The dude, I mean, okay. Somebody want me to take it? I'll take it. Colin Kaepernick has not played football in 5 years. And for a guy who's an activist who sued the NFL, looks like a hypocrite after he got paid coming back to look for a check. If he loved football that much, he would have gone to another brand. Because that's just what he said that he loves about football so much. Johnny Football, he's playing.
This ain't America, Joey. You're not entitled to a second chance.
A second chance to what?
He had a
hold on.
He had a football.
Right.
Who are we to deny
NFL is not the only football league, and everybody else in the NFL didn't sit there and call NFL a bunch of racists.
Joey,
and this, that, and the third.
Isn't the idea to play at the highest level?
Yes. But in order to do that, you have to be consistent on the highest level.
He's already shown he's capable of doing it.
Yes, capable.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. And I'm not mad at a second chance. Like I said, I'm happy for a guy who's getting a chance who hasn't played in 5 years. But don't expect him to go in there and win the job over Derek Carr.
A better situation than the Raiders would be Seattle.
No. They don't look. No. Let's keep it real. Why would anybody who's a good quarterback want to go to Seattle? Because Colin Kaepernick thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
At the very least, he'll get the opportunity to play.
The Texans have a better situation.
So you think? Let me ask you.
Seattle.
So you think Drew Lock is better than Colin
Drew
Kaepernick?
Lock's not better than Geno Smith. Geno Smith is the best quarterback on that team. Now you're gonna sit there and tell me, after how we seen Geno play last year, which was very well, you're gonna tell me that Colin Kaepernick is better than Geno. You're gonna tell me that Kaepernick is better than Geno Smith, who hasn't played in 5 years.
Let them ballot it out. Best man wins. Simple as that.
All right. Let him fight for it.
Nah.
Everything is earned.
We got a couple of things. We all know that if he gets his jersey, sign his jersey, will sell out. Yes, he's going to be a backup. Yes, I believe.
Yep.
His jersey.
He's going to make Nike a lot of money.
Yep. And then, Watson got 22 cases and got a second chance.
See?
So I mean, you never know.
No. Okay. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him getting a second chance. But don't expect him to win a job. He's not that good.
Okay, but he might get a job. He might win a job. I don't like Derek Carr.
The third spot?
I think the backup. I think he could be a backup to Derek Carr.
Hey, a job's a job, whether be a backup or not.
Yeah, I mean, Mariota.
Who's the backup to him right now that Mariota left? Is it Cook?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. All right. The last thing I want to talk about here is I was watching the Orlando City game, and man, this has to be one of the worst refs in MLS's history. The guy goes by the name of, I want to say,
he goes by the name as the worst ref in all of history.
Yes. So he bad by me not having this. Anyways, I saw it was 2. He kicked it. It would end up being 11 versus 9, and his name is Joe Dickerson. He gave a red card to a guy. Now, and with the free kick in soccer, the dude jumped up like this, and it hit on his arm, and they called it a handball. And he was able to, after the second one, he got a red card. He missed a bunch of calls and pretty much cost Orlando the game. In fact, the key play was the fact that in the 94th minute or so, it looked like it was back off of Austin, and mysteriously Austin, they had only one angle because I guess the other cameras around the stadium were turned off, and they ended up scoring. in no bar, and they end up scoring. So they got a tie. Orlando got a tie. But my question to you guys is, who is the worst ref in the other three major sports?
Oh, baseball for sure is Angel Hernandez.
Yeah. What about basketball?
Well, he did some prison time. Tim Donaghy.
Okay.
That's my guy. And who else? Who else? Oh,
what about football?
Football's Ed Hockley, because he was always flexing.
No, that was that one though. That was that one referee I can remember. It was a postseason game, and he completely blew it. I think it was the Saints one.
The Saints one?
Yeah.
Oh, the Saints and the Rams. That the one where they cost the Rams went to the Super Bowl that year, I believe it was.
Yeah.
The when they lost to the I think they lost to New England that year.
Oh,
But
Joey left. That must mean the Miami Heat game started, huh?
Joey, no, Miami Heat game just about to start in about probably 5 minutes. So, but I think he's coming back, and then we're gonna give. But other than that, guys, what are you guys looking forward to as far as tonight or in general? What are you looking forward to for the rest of the week? What are you guys looking?
I got two things.
Okay.
Go ahead, big
One,
boy.
sorry, Joey. I want to see if Bam shows up, see if he actually gets some rebounds and not get rebounded by the other team starting lineup. Everyone of them had more rebounds than them. Two, I want to see my Rangers produce something on the ice. I want us to win game 5.
Pivotal game 5 in hockey, pivotal game 5 in basketball. Romero, Luka Donuts. What are you looking forward to this rest of the week?
Hey, man, I'm a big boxing aficionado. There's a big fight this Saturday. Tank Davis is going to be fighting Rolly Romero. Let me tell you, man, there's going to be some fireworks in that fight.
Any relation?
If you get a chance to watch it on Saturday night, don't miss it.
All right, so like, what division you fighting in? Where do I get tickets at?
Oh, well, you can watch it on pay-per-view, man. It's going to be in New York. It's going to be at the Barclays, so Big Boy could actually go to the fight.
You flying out to there? You gonna fight? What night is this on? I want to see Rolly Romero fight, homie. I want to.
Tank Davis, Rolly Romero. That's going to be a great fight.
All right.
I'm gonna watch it.
2 hours.
Oh wait, it's on pay-per-view.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
I'm gonna look at the results on the ESPN app. That's what I'm gonna do.
Come on, Joey, shell out the $60.
$60. I wouldn't pay $60 for a pair of shoes.
It's gonna be worth it, man. Let me tell you.
Sports bar.
I found a pair of shoes for $25 the other day. I couldn't tell you how happy I was. I'm not spending no $60 on no box to watch no TV at home. I'm trying to find some real tickets.
Sports bar, man. Sports bar. That's cheaper than actually getting pay-per-view.
You think I'm playing? No, I found an all black pair.
Use that damn Fire Stick.
Okay, I'll look on the Fire Stick.
All right. So, what are we looking forward to all this week?
I'm looking for victories. So Miami and Golden State will go to the finals over the next 4 or 5 days. And just to go over what we talked about earlier, you guys were absolutely correct. Even though Justin Turner's stats look better, his WAR stat is negative 0.4, and Freddie Freeman is actually 30th in baseball right now, and he's at 1.7.
Hey, this is for Joe right here. Black people don't pay for pay-per-views.
Wow.
It's Anthony Price.
I just go to Ale House.
I'm trying to figure out what 3 of those words would I pay for, because I'm not paying to pay. I'm not praying to pre anything, and I'm not trying to pay to view anything. So
Fire Stick, guys. Fire Stick.
Well, guess what? All I know is this. In the East Coast, we can't watch fights because they start like at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's one thing that I miss about living out west. But what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to my 9th wedding anniversary. So program note, guys, I will not be here we will not have a show on Wednesday. However, we will probably be moving this show until football season starts to Sundays at 7:30.
Sunday.
until the football season starts. We'll come back during the week, Wednesday nights, when football season starts. That way we can talk about the whole entire week, Thursday night games included. So we're not missing, we're not backtracking any games. But for right now, we will be back Sunday. So when we come back from Sunday, we will know who is in the NBA Finals. Okay? We will see which jersey Two Wallops will be wearing and who will he be going for. Will he have a half and half? Do we need to buy him a half and half jersey?
I only have a medium Tim Hardaway jersey. So technically, you won't see me wearing anything.
Well, we don't want to see that.
Okay. You're gonna run Cycly jersey.
Go get. What happened to all that Miami Heat gear I gave you?
I got the shirts.
Okay, well maybe
I thought you said jersey. I got the Heat shirts.
Shirts, jerseys. What kind of memorabilia? Will there be a Heat flag or a Warriors flag behind that? Titan flag behind there? We'll see what happens. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow. Share this.
Crossover.
Share this out.
Crossover.
Share this link to everything we're going to be on there. If you're listening to the podcast will be available, like I said. Thanks for subscribing to the podcast. The podcast always come out the morning after the live show. Real quick, what else you got?
Right to the final thoughts. You guys might be onto something. Nick Mullins and Garrett Gilbert are the backup quarterbacks of Derek Carr. Colin Kaepernick, I do believe, is better than both of them.
Yes, Thank you. Colin Kaepernick might be a Raider. That's gonna be funny.
But he ain't better than Derek Carr. It has to be said. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He's not better than Derek Carr. Matter of fact, is he better than any starter in the NFL? There's a topic for you.
We get here.
Mull around on that topic.
All right, there's the music, guys.
We are
getting out of here. Have a great day.